Good morning. Welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to be doing part 2 of the electric fence wiring. I got some heavy wire in here, so some of this wiring is not going to be super easy. It's hard to deal with some of this heavy stuff, especially by twisting it, which I'm going to have to do. I don't have any wire clamps or anything. And this underground cable, I'm going to strip all 3 wires and connect that to the positive of the fence electrifier. Other than that, it's a pretty easy wiring. And then I'm just going to strap that going up the post. I got a huge commotion going on over here with these crazy chickens. I think my cat is terrorizing them. He likes to chase them around and get them to squawk. Let's go investigate that real quick. What are you yelling about? So I'm going to get at it before the sun pokes around the corner. And as far as this goes, the fence itself, I'm just going to leave that wire disconnected for now. I do need to run T-posts around the dry lot here. We took them out so we could get this area scraped, and there never was any along the bottom of the wall here. I'm going to do all this stuff after it rains. It's going to rain tomorrow. I got a big business meeting in a different town on Tuesday, and then it's going to rain until Wednesday. So I'm going to get the T-posts in after that when the weather cools down. It's going to be 84 today, and I really don't want to mess with this stuff in this heat. So today I'm just going to get the electrical finished and leave the fence off until I get this other stuff done. Okay, that finishes up the electrical at the box. Now I need to get it, all I need to do on the inside is put it on them wire nuts, or whatever they're called, wire clamps. Just connect them there, strip the wires, connect them there, and plug that back in. Then it'll be powered all the way back to the switch by the door again. But I'm gonna go over what needs to be done down here. But first, you can see that since the last video, I've dumped, I think it's about 10 wheelbarrows full of gravel over here. I had to move quite a few of these rocks up here so that I would have a edge to fill against, but that kind of makes it steep right here. So in the end, I'm going to have to get another load of this rock. I'm thinking I'm going to get the township to drop a load right here while the fence is out. They can back right in here, drop it right here or somewhere along the road. And then by hand, I'll have to move them, the whole load, up into here, which isn't going to be the funnest thing to do, but it really needs to be done. And the cool weather that's coming is really the time to do it. This area right here needs better rock as well. It's awful steep. So both of the ends are very steep. And there's areas where it's missing, like in here. Well, this whole area, because I think I stole them for here. It's just fine in the middle, but anything that would be left over could be filled in right here. So I don't need so much gravel. So that looks like a plan. Get the township to deliver a load of this stuff. When last I heard, the quarries did not have any of this. Probably because of the rains. Everybody's shoring up their roads and stuff. So this is called riprap, this big stuff. So with everybody shoring up their roads, they probably needed to do some blasting to get some more of this in stock. So hopefully they have some. You know, it's a job that needs to be done. I hate doing it, but oh well. And as for the T-post down there, when we did our hurry-up fencing, not last fall, but the fall before that, this 8-foot T-post was driven in here because we had to go up to there, and a 4-foot would have been too low. It would have kind of draped against the rocks and the horses could get over it. So what I'm going to do is pull this out and put not a 4-foot, but a 6-foot. There's 4 foot above the ground. So I'm going to put a 6-foot here and then put a line of them going down here. Once these rocks are in place, then I'll be able to get that done and finish this off. But another thing, I really wanted to get the fence in here, the permanent fence, this fall, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen either. That would attach directly to the blocks here on one side and go over to right in this area somewhere and then go back that way. But this area hasn't been completed, so I really can't do that. This needs to be leveled back here, and we need these big concrete blocks to continue and then come back to here. I don't know if you've seen the other videos or not, but when I built this run-in, that part up at the top doesn't have tin on it because it's going to get a board for the continuation of the roof. This will continue back to here, drop down, and the horses will be able to walk behind this as well. This wall right here is moving out by at least 2 feet, and then it's going to continue over to that drive over there. It's going to taper down to 1 block over there, but it's going to continue that way, and this riprap's going to go away. I wish I could use it now, but I can't because this will collapse this winter. And then this makeshift chicken coop really needs to get out of here as well. The chickens are not using it. Well, maybe they'll need it this winter. But anyways, I cannot put in the permanent gate here, so I will need to get a pretty good gate in here. And I should run my underground cable right now before I start adding stone to here. This needs a permanent underground cable going to the shed here, to the run-in here. It's got lights, and it's got a provision for, see, it'll have lights. There's the switches in already. It has lights on this side, but it'll have another set of lights over here. And then this, it'll come down and connect to this. This will be the switch for a set of infrared heaters. Don't know if we'll use them or not, but we want to have the ability to have some infrared heat in here if it gets, you know, incredibly cold. Although the horses have done fine, and all the other horses in the area have done fine, you know, 40 below and more. So right now I'm going to get back into the shed and wire it up in there, and then once I get these new T-posts in, it'll just be a matter of flipping a switch and the fence will be on again. Another thing though, we need a way to disconnect the entire perimeter from the dry lot here so that we can just run the dry lot in the winter. They don't go out into pasture in the winter. They're just in the dry lot. So I'll have to figure that out as well. All right, let's get that wired in there. The wiring in here is pretty simple. Just got to snip these off and bend it around those terminals there, tighten the terminals up, and then plug this back in. Then it's controlled by the switch by the door. And there you have it, all wired up on the inside. This is going to get an access cover on it when I get to this area. This is winter work here, so at some point we'll be getting back to this and covering this up, but for now I'm going to wrap this up. This switch should energize the fence, or energize the wire all the way to that coil at the bottom of that T-post. So all I got to do is get all them T-posts in and I'm good to go. I am just drenched in sweat, and you can see why. It's 111 inside. Well, the tin is 111, but it is incredibly hot in here. So now I got to toss some fertilizer in my newly cleared area there and move a sprinkler onto the grass I've planted. So that'll wrap it up for today. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and have yourself a great day.